Okay. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bunny Says, and we're back. And I wanted to continue the story. I'm very interested. I want to see what's going on. We're on the Rod route, and we've become a maid for Emmeline. So this is very interesting in that now suddenly we're within the palace. This is another perspective. So this really makes me think that the game was really well thought out. I mean, that now I'm suddenly seeing from a different perspective. So this really intrigues me. So I hope a lot of games are like this, because I hope this isn't like the the best of the best. Because I hope I want to do more games like this, and I hope that like all the other games aren't like just trash. I really hope that they're as good as this. So because this is really, I mean, I'm shocked that this game is free. Remember that you can pick this game up on Steam for free. So, in the meantime, feel free to continue the game yourself, or try something different. I don't want to use up every option, so you can see for yourself different things and different ways, and enjoy the game for yourself. So we're gonna continue where we left off, and we've been a maid for Emmeline, and we talked to Rod, and Rod knows remember that Rod knows who we are, because he's cursed. So according to the rules, Rod knows, that we're Princess Emmeline, we're Princess Lucette. He still remembers who we are. So now we return to the Marchen, and let's pick up from here. So Delora is the first person we see as we enter the Marchen, and we're entering the Marchen with Rod. So there's Delora as usual. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Lucette, Delora, you. Rod's glare silences me. He steps forward and points back at me, gaze icy. Rod, she's not staying at the palace. He said, what? Delora raises an eyebrow. Why is that? She works there now. Rod, I do not know what game you are playing, but I will not be a part of it. Excuse me? This is not a game. That's Delora. Rod, I do not want you meddling in my life as you meddle with hers. The room's temperature drops several degrees. Delora stares at Rod, her expression suddenly lacking any emotion. Delora, with all due respect, Your Highness, I do not want to meddle with your wallowing. But just because you do not wish to break your curse, doesn't mean that others shouldn't want to either. You should be humbled that princess here thought you would be able to help her. Rod raises an eyebrow. Where is Lady Parfait? Delora, of course you want to talk to Parfait, because she puts things nicely. Fine, I'll fetch her for you. Delora curtsies as she sweeps out of the room. Rod sighs. He clearly looks irritated, but he doesn't put a voice to his agitation. Now that we're alone in the empty room, the silence is deafening. And so I asked him the question that has bothered me since we came here. Okay, now we have a choice here. Why do you want me out of the palace? Or why do you not want to break your curse? I don't really care why he wants me out of the palace. That's fine by me, but I really want to know why he doesn't want to break his curse. So I'm going to ask him that. Rod, I do not need to explain myself to you. Do you even know how to break your curse? I do. So why are you not doing anything? It's none of your business. I did not realize the anger inside of me at first. Then I noticed that my hands are fists, and then I am shaking. You were angry at me for treating your family with unkindness, and yet you do not treat me with any respect or kindness either. Excuse me? I realized that this is the angriest I ever felt in a long time. It makes words fall out of my mouth. You are guilty of the same disrespect you hold me accountable for. We are both being cruel to family, aren't we? Rod's eyes ablaze as he stalks towards me. He stops right in front of me, his mouth pressed into a firm line. As you are so fond of telling Emmeline, we do not share any blood. The only thing pulling us together is the king. You do not share his morals. Remember this, Lucette. You will never be part of my family. And I will never see you as a sister. Juan storms out of the reception area just as Delora enters. Now that was a very harsh scene, and very uncomfortable scene. Delora. Okay, let's go back to Delora. Sorry, looks like Parfait wasn't in. She pauses, then gives me a wry smile. Seems this partnership is going well. I throw my hands up in anger. He's infuriating. That is helpful as you thought. I was surprised you were asking for his help in the first place. Yeah. All I've been doing today is following around Emmeline, and he still finds reasons to snap at me. In his eyes, I can do nothing right, even though I am making an honest effort to break my curse. You know, in this case, I feel like Lucette is right, that she really is trying to make an honest effort. And, well, we don't know Rod's story, so. Delora eyes me as she slides down into his chair. Has he told you anything about his curse? Only that he knows how to break it. Delora sighs. Why can he be so secretive about the silliest things? Rod has been aware of how to break his curse from the very beginning. Then why has he broken it? I have no idea. I think the only other person who knows the full terms and conditions of Rod's curse is Parfait. Parfait? Parfait has known Rod for a while. She convinced him to keep coming to the machine even after he gave up on breaking his curse. Parfait also thinks that working with you will convince Rod to try finding another way to break his curse. Another way? Don't ask me. I don't know much about his curse either. But if you keep trying, you might convince Rod to talk. I doubt that very much. It seems that all I am doing is convincing Rod that I do not deserve to break my own curse. Delora looks at me curiously for a few moments, then she grins. I have an idea. If it is another terrible idea. Oh no, this one's much better. I'll just stick around with you, watch out for you. What? Delora? Watch out for me? Oh. Oh, she's in a sort of doll form. Okay. I am surprised when Delora suddenly stands before me in her doll form. Yeah, exactly. Delora, there's no way you and Rod are going to sort yourselves out without some kind of help. So I'll be tagging along. Okay, I'm sorry for that. There's a bit of noise. Lucette, why do I feel like she's only making things worse? Delora, come on then. Delora somehow manages to jump into the front pocket of my apron, which is thankfully large enough to fit her doll body. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, Delora, let's go find us a prince and get ourselves back to the palace. There's something cute about her. Chapter 4, One Step Forward. There's something cute about her. I was just saying there's something cute about her doll form. So, now we're back at the palace and we're in the hallways. It has been more than a week since Rod and I returned to the Marchen. He has been avoiding me ever since that day. Not that we have much cause to be around each other nowadays. I am constantly on my feet, preparing for Emmeline's ball. This is ridiculous. Delora, in her doll form. Better to be busy than bored, princess. I stop for a moment to better balance the pile of fabrics that I am carrying. One of the maids has ordered me to bring this to a designated room so that it can be sorted out. I am being reduced to fetching and carrying. I have made no progress in accomplishing my first good deed. I doubt that simply following orders from other maids will help me get my first good deed. I feel a shuffling in my pocket, and then notice Delora peeking from her porcelain face out. Delora peeking her porcelain face out. Better to obey rather than disobey, at least. You're not going to get a good deed by being stubborn. Anyway, you've got to put yourself out there a bit more, princess. You can't just do whatever is convenient for you. That's not good. Lucette. Delora has been no help at all. Delora. Wait, I recognize this place. Isn't this where your room is? I stop in front of the door to my old bedroom. Ever since I came here, I have been ignoring this room, not wanting to see what the king did to it during my absence. Delora, do you not want to go in? Why should I? It's not as if it's my room anymore. No, you're no fun. Aren't you curious about how it's changed? I would be lying if I said I wasn't. I guess a little peek would not hurt. No. Okay. And we're in Lucette's former room with her dolls and her very elegant bedroom. I step into the room and close the door behind me. It's like stepping into the past. The room is exactly as I left it. It seems completely untouched. Moments later, Delora is standing before me in her human form. Delora. Looks like something's been dusting in there. Strange, considering no one should remember who this room even belongs to. I glance around, eyes wide. Everything looks the same. I put the fabrics that I am carrying down on my bed. It may went right to the shelf, where my dolls are displayed. My eyes pause on a specific doll. Oh, some cute doll. This one was not here before. Delora raises an eyebrow. Maybe you just don't remember that one because she wasn't very memorable? You do have a lot of dolls after all. No, I know each of my dolls by name. This one is definitely new. She looks very similar to the dolls I saw at Viorica's shop. I quickly turn up the sound of the doorknob. My eyes move to Delora, but she has already turned her into a doll and tucked herself into a corner of the shelf with the rest of my dolls. No, it's Emmeline. Emmeline stands at the doorway, eyeing me curiously. Lucette, what are you doing here? I made a mistake and thought I was supposed to bring these fabrics here. I hope she does not see through my lie. Emmeline shakes her head, smiling. It's not your fault, Lucette. You're still getting used to the palace and its many rooms. I got lost here all the time when I first arrived too. This room is interesting though. Father expressly ordered that it be kept clean, but otherwise undisturbed. Why would he say that? Emmeline. He won't say why, but apparently this room is very special to him. Maybe it belonged to someone he cherished. Cherished? What a joke. Still, I cannot help but feel hope at her suggestion. Emmeline, I don't think Father would like either of us being in there. We should leave soon. I only came here to put a ribbon on one of the dolls. One of the dolls? Yes, I put one of my dolls here. She walks past me to pick up the doll I did not recognize. I bought this. I know Emmeline always visited Viorica, but I did not think she liked dolls. She always preferred receiving and buying books. So why does she have this doll? Do you like dolls? Well, I mean, I don't mind them, but I don't usually buy them for myself, no. So why did you buy this one? Emmeline looks at the doll with a sad smile and shakes her head. I'm not sure. I bought it as a gift, but I remember that much. I was going to give it to someone who liked dolls. Someone I wanted to befriend. I don't know why, but it feels right to leave the doll here. Until I can remember whom it was I meant to give it to. Emmeline is silent for a moment before she turns to me with a bright smile. Oh, so she bought the doll with the intention of... Oh, that's really sweet. I mean, she bought the doll with the intention of giving it to Lucette, but then when she got cursed, she couldn't remember, and all she could remember is that she should put it in this room, you know? That's really sweet in a way, you know? Anyway, Emmeline, I know you have a delivery to make, but could you come with me to the palace entrance first? Mother is still busy talking with the cook, so the fabrics can wait. I resist the urge to glare at her. She better not be dragging me around to do yet more errands. I'm expecting a delivery and I might need your help. That's Emmeline. I thought so. Was that? I have no choice but to nod. Of course. Yep. So we're in front of the palace gates. I begrudgingly follow Emmeline toward the entrance, and there I see the delivery carriage. A familiar person stands beside it. Oh, it's Viorica. Oh, exactly. Emmeline says, Viorica. Emmeline pulls Viorica into a tight hug. I turn my attention away to glare at the number of boxes at the back of the carriage. I will no doubt have to help carry them inside. Viorica, how are the preparations for the ball coming? Emmeline's smile seems forced at first, but then eases into something softer. It's going well, I suppose. How about the wedding? Viorica, Desamond and I have finalized the date. It will be 2 days after your ball. Emmeline, I can't wait to see you in your wedding dress. Lucette, these two always talk so much when they get together. I ignore the chatter as I walk up to the carriage to absorb the to observe the boxes piled inside. What is in these boxes? Excuse me. Viorica. Oh. Viorica reaches out to grab one. She hands it to me. I am helping the ball with decorations. With the ball decorations. I came by with part of the order today. Part of it? Careful. It's a bit heavy. I take the box from my hands and nearly stumble. This is heavy. Emmeline should have had the male servants do this. Viorica. Queen Ophelia placed quite a large order. I brought the more fragile decorations first. Oh, the glass baubles and vases? That's Emmeline. I grit my teeth as I shift the box in my arms, in an attempt to make it easier to hold. I thought you worked at a toy shop. Sort of funny, actually. Yes, but we also have aisles dedicated specifically to party decorations. No. That was Viorica. What kind of toy shop is that? Emmeline. Lucette, will you be alright? I feel annoyance simmering within me. I am obviously not alright. Emmeline reaches out to help me with the box, but she is too late. I have only taken one step forward when the box slides and I stumble. I manage to cradle it in my arms, but its weight is too much for me. Oh, God, don't tell me she drops it. Before I hit the ground, I feel strong arms around my waist, pulling me back upright. The box is taken from me. No? Oh, it's Rod. Oh, okay. My heart and mind are racing for a moment. I cannot comprehend what has just happened. Rod, are you alright? Rod? I glance to the side and am shocked to see Rod standing there. The expression on his face gives nothing away, but with our close distance, I can see some flicker of emotion in his bright eyes. Concern? I am... Emmeline. Lucette, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Rod pushes me and I stumble forward, almost tripping on the ground. He raises an eyebrow at me. Know your limits, Lucette. I glare at him as anger begins to bubble up inside my chest. Now, I have a choice. Stay silent or tell him off. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to tell him off. That's... He did just help me, and plus... in a way, he is right. You have to be careful about what you're picking up and stuff, so... I'll stay silent, I guess. I don't want to say it's his fault, but, it's not his fault, but it's not ours as well, but still, staying silent sort of the middle ground. Really. It would look weird if she suddenly started, telling off the crown prince, and she's supposed to be a maid, so... I clench my fists and take a deep breath and try to calm myself. I will not stoop to his level. He's the one being cruel here, not me. Rod, you shouldn't have stubbornly tried to carry something that was too heavy for you. I will not take responsibility if you get hurt. It's Viorka. Viorka. Rod, you shouldn't be angry with her for trying to help me. It was my fault for giving her something so heavy. Rod. Viorka, what are you doing here? Rod's voice is still cold. Viorka looks startled by his tone. Viorka, I only came to deliver some of the decorations for the ball. You thought Emmeline and her maid could carry these things on their own? Emmeline. Well, this is not her fault. I am the one who chose to bring Lucette with me. I underestimated the size of the delivery. Viorka was just delivering the supplies. Lucette. At least she admits her mistakes. I never thought Rob would be so stubborn. Emmeline's expression softens as she looks at her brother. She looks sad. Rod ignores her and picks up the box that I have been carrying. He begins to walk away before he suddenly stops and glances back at me. Come on. Emmeline. What? Rod. We're going to call some servants to carry these boxes in. He turns around and begins to walk away. Lucette. I am Emmeline's personal maid, not his. I glance at Emmeline, who nods her head. Emmeline. I really am so sorry. Thank you for helping my brothers, said. I curtsy ever so slightly before running after Rod. He said, Rod, wait. He picks up his pace as if trying to lose me. I turn the corner and can barely stop myself before I'm running right into Rod's back. What now? Why are you so angry at me today? I have barely even spoken to you. Rod, your mere presence is enough to darken my mood. I glare at him and cross my arms. Funny, you call me cruel, but right now, you are worse than I ever was. Rod, I do not need someone who hasn't even managed a single good deed to lecture me. Low blow. I have to try very hard to resist the urge to slap him. He was supposed to help me get a good deed. As I said before, I never agreed to this. I still refuse to help you. That was Rod speaking. Rod starts walking again, and I hurry after him. I could not help but recall how cold he was with the Viorka earlier. I thought they were friends, but he treated her like this at the toy shop too. Why were you so angry with the Viorka earlier? No reason. I raise an eyebrow when Rod quickly answers the question. Then you were cold for no reason? You have such a princely disposition. Rod frowns, but he has no rebuttal for my words. You must be generally cold and unfriendly. Excuse me? That would explain why you treated Viorka as you did. I had thought that you two were childhood friends. Well, Yuriko was always closer with Emmeline than with me. We may have been friendly once, but we've since become distant. Distant? It's none of your business. I paused as we passed by my door, remembering that I left both the fabrics and Delora inside. I make my way toward the door and open it. What are you doing? None of your business. Delora. Enjoyed your field trip? I frown when I see her sitting on my bed in human form. What would you have done if it wasn't me? Us witches have a sense for these things. Rod. Delora? Rod slowly enters the room. Sebi. Oh, okay, it's the doll on there. The rabbit. It's nice to see you here, Lady Delora. Delora. Nice to see you too, little Sebi. Rod. Why are you here? Delora shrugs as she inspects her nails. I thought I would help the princess here since someone doesn't seem very willing. Rod furrows his eyebrows at her. I didn't. Yes, I know. You didn't sign up for this. But you really think you have a choice, Rod? Delora looks at Rod pointedly. You know the consequences if this fails. Rod looks away, expression conflicted. Consequences? Lucette, what are you talking about? Consequences for not helping me with my curse? Rod sighs heavily before turning back to Delora. He does not pay attention to me. I am not the right person for this. Delora, doesn't matter what you think. Princess thought you were, so suck it up and do your job. Rod is silent for a few moments before he finally faces me, looking resigned. Rod, I will help you then, but don't expect me to change my opinions of you. I shrug at him. It's not like I was expecting you to in the first place. Delora grins with clear triumph. Good talk. Rod sighs. In order to achieve your good deeds, you're going to need to mend what you broke before. That's Rod speaking. He said, I feel I already know what he was going to say. Rod, my sister has always wanted to be your friend, so you must do just that. Show her kindness, you may be able to get your first good deed through her. He said, show her kindness, huh? Okay, we're at the ballroom and it's getting on very long. I went on way too long. Let's stop here. And I just want to say a few words. This is really interesting to see that now the story has changed from the perspective of now we're in the palace. So this is really interesting to me that we're no longer in the Mashen. We're now in the palace, and we're getting a perspective of what's been happening you know, in the background. So, and this is really surprising to me, how intricate the story is itself. So, I'm I've got to be honest. I'm pretty shocked this is a free game. I would recommend this to anybody. So, if you get the chance, just go on Steam and pick it up as a free game and try it for yourself and see what's going on. In the meantime, I'll have to say goodbye. And this has gone on, far longer than I expected. But I'm really interested in the story. So, and again, I hope things are a little bit better as far as sound quality and things. And I'm trying, I really am. And I'm learning a little bit of new things and trying to make things better. So, and I hope the quality is good for you. And I want to say I hope you like it, and I hope you continue along with me, because I'm really enjoying this. And please like and subscribe, and all those nice things. And I just want to say goodbye, and I hope you're doing well, And I hope this is somewhat of a comfort to you, to listen to this. So, I mean, that's what I really want it to be. So, goodbye, and I'll see you next time, I hope. So, okay. We'll stop here, and we're at the palace here, in the palace ballroom, the dining room, and we'll say goodbye.